Hello everyone and welcome to the 5th update of Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport. We have some new models finally in this video, so this will be a very fun one to do. Time for the update is 5:05 p.m. on the 2nd of March 2022. We'll start here, a different place today. We're starting in the G concourse. We're going to go to G concourse Terminal 2 to the F concourse, then we'll go back to the A concourse, the regional section. I know it's kind of a weird way of doing it, but that's how we're going to do it in today's update. So I'll start here with this Delta A320. This one came in from Chicago O'Hare, and we'll be heading out to San Antonio. Moving along here, we have this Delta 767-300, filling in for a 757-300. This one came in from Fort Myers, and we'll be heading out to Orlando. Here is our first new model, and it is of the Sun Country 737-700 in the old livery. This one came in from Miami, and currently taxiing out of the gate. This was made by Panda models. The actual aircraft was a 737-800, as Sun Country doesn't have any more 737-700s except for one, which doesn't have winglets. This particular aircraft got scrapped. I went into more detail about that in my unboxing video of these new models. But a very good model by Panda Models, and like I said, it just currently taxied to the gate, came in from Miami. At gate 4 here is this Allegiant A320. This one came in from Phoenix Mesa, doing a turnaround heading back out there. And now my Shapeways Custom Sun Country 737-800. This one came in as flight 306 from Punta Gorda, and we'll be heading out to Denver, but that flight is delayed. Here's the Prime Air 767, operated by ATI. This one came in from Baltimore, and is currently taxiing out, and will soon be departing out to Wilmington. And here it is once again being featured in an airport update. It is the FedEx 777F by Darren. This is filling in for a 767-300, of course. This one came in from Memphis and is doing a Memphis turn. We'll be heading back out there. Back to Terminal 1, here at Concourse F, we have this Delta 737-300 getting catered. This one is going to be heading out soon for Fort Myers, and it came in from Orlando. So the opposite of the previous one that came in from Fort Myers, and we'll be heading out to Orlando. So interesting that they do that, because I've seen that many times before as well. That was actually featured in a previous airport update as well. So very interesting that Delta chooses to do that. But this one, like I said, came in from Orlando, and we'll be heading out to Fort Myers. And here is our second new model for this update. It is the Delta A321 in the Thank You livery. It occurred to me today that I forgot to include the image of the aircraft when I flew on it in the unboxing and review. So I will do that now. I apologize for that, because that was quite embarrassing. So I was kind of apologizing to myself. Here's the photo. And you will notice that the quality is pretty bad, because like I said in my unboxing when I didn't show it, it was at night, and that was the best photos I was be able to get of it. But anyways, this Delta A321 Thank You came in from LAX, and we'll be heading out to Phoenix. On the other side of the F concourse, we have this Delta A321 in the regular livery, this one in 1/500 scale. Great model by Herpa, though, even though it is in 1/500 scale, it doesn't really fit with the rest of my airport. This one came in from Denver, and we'll be heading out to Atlanta. Now we move all the way down to the Alpha concourse. That was a pretty big jump there. But here is this Delta CRJ 200 operated by SkyWest. Came in this flight 3995 from La Crosse, and we'll be heading out to Aberdeen. Here is the American Eagle E145 in the old American Eagle livery. This one, of course, operating for Denver Air Connection or Key Lime Air. This is the aircraft that I used to represent it, because they don't have a model of that airline. And they did start flying the E145s back to MSP again, from Ironwood and Thief River Falls, both of their routes, EAS routes that Denver Air Connection flies. So very interesting. I I don't know why they switched it, because Dornier was kind of cool, but this does make this more accurate. Anyways, this one came in from Ironwood. It has flight 5115. And it'll be heading out to Thief River Falls, like I mentioned before. Those are both EA astronauts. They beat Boutique Air in the bidding war. Unfortunately, that meant that there is no more commercial turboprop service here, as there was Boutique Air before and Air Choice 1. I don't know why Air Choice 1 stopped flying here, but I haven't seen them recently. And they don't show up on the website anymore either, so RIP Air Choice 1. And our next aircraft, just getting ready to butter, is this American 737-800. This one in the TWA Heritage livery. This one also 1/500 scale. I do plan on getting the NG models 737-800 in the regular livery with the new winglets. That was the actual aircraft. It didn't have the new winglets, of course, but it was a 737-800 in the regular livery. That is one that I'm noticing that I definitely need for many airports in my list. My heater's just about to turn on, so you might hear that. Anyways, this one came in from Phoenix, and we'll be heading out to DFW later. And apologies for the bad lighting here. We are on the other side of the airport, where the artificial lighting isn't as strong, and there is some shadow from the terminal. I will work on getting some more lighting, especially on this side. I got these LED light strips, and that should improve it a little bit. And also help make some mood lighting, like if it's a sunset or something. It'll look really cool, I hope. We have some Delta RJs here, and I do plan on making these improvements, some of them at least before the next update. Some of them might take longer, but at least before the next MSP airport update, I hope to get the new lights on the wall. But now into the C concourse with some more RJs, of course. We have this Delta CRJ 700 operated by SkyWest, filling in for CRJ 900. This one came in from Grand Rapids, and I'll be heading out to Bismarck. And our next CRJ 900 here, this one operated by SkyWest as well, came in from Madison, and we'll also be heading out to Bismarck. This one, later flight though. This will be heading out around 10 p.m., the other one around 6:30 p.m. Here's some better lighting that I can get for these next two aircraft. Here is the Delta CRJ 900 filling in for an E175. Please, Gemini, make that aircraft. I hope they make that one, or the Breeze E190 in the next release. Like I said, this one filling in for an E175, operated by SkyWest, came in from Billings. This flight 4500, and it will be heading out to Pasco, Washington. Our final aircraft here in the C concourse, which is always very crowded. This is Delta 737-900ER. This one came in from Fort Lauderdale, and we'll be heading out to Anchorage, Alaska. Very interesting flight. I have not seen that one yet in any of these airport updates. So good on Delta. I've never seen that before, but it's cool that they're flying to Anchorage. Here is this Delta CRJ 700. This one operated by Endeavor Air. This one just taxied in, just landed in from Bismarck. Yes, another Bismarck flight. I don't know what it is with all these Bismarck flights. We normally don't get this many all at once. This one came in from Bismarck. We'll be heading out to Wausau later. The actual aircraft was a CRJ 200. And our third and final new model for this update is this American Eagle E175. And of course, it has the worst lighting of any aircraft in the entire airport. It's in the worst spot in terms of lighting. But this one, operated by Republic, came in from Washington, DCA, and we'll be doing a turnaround heading back out there. And here is this American A321 in the stand-up to cancer livery. Actual aircraft was an A319, but this is the only American model that I have that is an Airbus. Maybe I can get some their retro liveries, and maybe the Allegheny one, even though that is my least favorite retro livery of American. Maybe I'll get that one. Not top of my priority though. This one came in from CLT, Charlotte Douglas, and doing a turnaround as well, heading back out there. And this is a very cool shot. I have to do it handheld because there are so many aircraft here that I have to do this part handheld. So sorry about the shakes that'll be in this shot. But we got a full house of United and American models. I used up almost all my American models in this update, and my heater just turned off. so that might make the audio a little bit better. But to start off, we have this United A319 in the Evo Blue livery. Came in from Chicago O'Hare. I'll be heading out to Denver. In the middle, there we have this American 737 MAX 8 filling in for another 737-800 in the regular livery. This one came in from DFW and be heading out to Phoenix, so that's the opposite of the TWA Retro. And finally, the United 737-800. Not a very good shot at that one. I'll get a better shot at that one to conclude the video. But this one came in from Denver. It'll be heading out to Chicago O'Hare, so the opposite of the A319. And here's a better shot of the United 737-800. A very cool lineup. Never included so many United and American aircraft all grouped together like this, so that was pretty fun to include. That is where I'll conclude this update. So a very fun one to do. Plenty of new models. The A330 didn't make it into this one. Hopefully the next one. Unfortunately, this is the worst spot of the airport to access. So that's why shots from this part of the airport aren't very great, and probably the audio isn't that great either, because I am so far away. This is right in the middle of the table. Also, it hurts my back a little bit. And like I said, this is where I'll leave you for this airport update. I will work on getting those improvements in, especially the lights for the next update. Good night. Auf Wiedersehen.